Hi everyone, it's Dora here, and this is my December update to my makeup rehab series slash beauty bank balance. Might change that name. Anyway, I've got a lot to show you in today's update. Purchases, franken items, gifts, empties, declutters, and pans. 5 pans. Okay, we'll start with purchases because, let's start with the minus stuff first. Anyway, all right, I went to the drugstore, I bought 2 items. Drugstore items are minus 5 points, so I took a hit of minus 10 points. I started off November with plus 16 points. So with these 2 purchases, I'm now at plus 6 points. So the first thing, surprise, surprise, it's Revolution. This is the Revolution Pro Hydra Bright Primer, Luminous Primer Serum. I've only used this a couple of times and I really like it. This has got like a slight shimmer in there, but not in a in-your-face way. Because the thing that I've been using before, and oh my god, this looks so gross. This will be... I'm not counting this in my inventory because it's not technically a primer, but yeah, this is the Goodness Be Bright Sheer Serum, which I normally have been using as a primer for when I put on makeup and I'm not stepping out into the sun, or daylight, I should say. I bought a friggin' eyeshadow palette. I had such a shitty day and totally did some retail therapy. Yeah, and that's what I did. So here's the XX Revolution Bare Luxe palette. And here's what that looks like. I do have to admit, it looks better in person than on camera. This shade here, for example, I really, really like that one. I mean, that kind of sold it to me. I'm going to give you a swatch of it, because I haven't done that yet. Looks like this. It's a little bit flaky, to be honest, but still so beautiful. Oh yeah. So this one is called Flicker. I really like this one as well. So it looks like a matte baby Barbie pink, probably, with these like individual glitter shimmers in there. I don't know if that shows up. Can you tell where the swatch is? It's here. Yeah, no, I don't think that's showing. Okay, we'll stop the swatch party and move on. There's so much stuff. All right, so 6 points is where I'm at right now. Then I made a replacement item. I made it myself and I frankened something. I basically made my own under eye color corrector. I get really dark circles, especially since motherhood, and they're kind of like purple. So I made this and I concocted it out of my regular foundation, which already is a franken foundation, let's be real. And I added a peach matte eyeshadow into it, crushed up. And then I added some face powder in there as well, a loose face powder from Bare Minerals, just to make it a little bit more thicker, the consistency of it. And I have used this ever since, and I love it. And I think, it is a replacement because the one that I'm currently using, or had been using, is Boutique. It's from Sainsbury's. It's very good. Like, this is already a repurchase of the same item. And I did kind of think, like, if it's not broken, why fix it? Thinking, let me just go and grab another one of those. And then I thought, no, I watched someone's video and I'm going to link it here and downstairs and upstairs, both of it, so you can check her out. I'm sure you've seen this already, but if you haven't, there's so many panning tips and how you can repurpose your makeup and use it differently. Yeah, that basically inspired me to make my own color corrector. Long story short, I'm definitely going to count this, oh yes, as an empty when the time eventually comes around that I finish this. And then I will give myself plus 3 points. So because it's a franken and a replacement item, instead of me going out and buying a new item, I actually created one out of what I already have. That's why I'm giving myself minus 2. I think that's fair to say. So I'm now at plus 4 points with that in mind. Then my friend decluttered a whole ton of stuff to me. She doesn't want to use makeup anymore. And she gave me this Arbonne CC Cream in medium, and then also this Arbonne Perfecting Liquid Foundation SPF 15 in deep beige. We are completely different skin tones. I mean, she's black and I'm not black, so I'm gonna make it work because I have some foundations in here that are so fair that I think, yeah, I can definitely make it work. In fact, I am wearing this one today, mixed in with another foundation stick. Anyways, so yeah, these two, and then she also gave me this nail polish here. This is Makeup Gallery Time to Shine Gloss Quick Dry Nail Color in Blaze. Very nice orangey, very warm, very like the fruit orange. I like it a lot. And gifts that I haven't chosen myself are -2 points per item. So with that in mind, I'm now at -2 points in my balance. Yes. So plus 16, -2, that means 18 points left my balance because of new additions. But then, of course, I had some empties as well. One empty. I finished a nail polish. I finished this nail polish here that I had also made myself. It's a bit of a theme. Yes, and I managed to finish it. So by mixing it into other polishes, that's just how I do things, but yeah. Anyway, it's still an empty polish. There was enough space in these bottles that will all really fall up because I always mix, and I was able to finish that in 1 month. I'm happy about that. So that gives me back 3 points. So with that in mind, I'm now at +1 point. Then I also decluttered some items. Declutters are at +1 point each, and I decluttered 4 items. So I'm now at +5 points with that in mind. And there are 2 nail polishes that I decluttered that I both bought in 2022. I'm sort of a little bit annoyed at myself. Like, if it's something, you know, is there a word for this? We have a word for this in German, and it's called Fehlkauf. It basically means a mispurchase. I think that's kind of like a nice word. It just means that sometimes you buy something and it doesn't work, you know? Yeah, anyway, with this one, okay, here's the 2. With this one, I was just not paying attention and I accidentally bought a nail effect nail polish. This is the Barry M nail paint nail effect. It's got that crackling effect. What can I say? I'm going to declutter this to my niece. I hope she's going to take it. If not, I'm going to put it into my makeup recycling. I've got a huge bag that is going into makeup recycling at the end of the year. Just going to quickly mention this here because in case you don't know, at least my local drugstore has a big box. It's by Maybelline and Terra something. Maybe in your country it's something different, but check. And it is so tucked away and hidden in the corner of my local drugstore, but there is a space where you can recycle empty makeup products or half empty makeup products. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll make a video about it, but anyway. Second nail polish I'm decluttering is the My Mood So Cosmic Vegan Longwear Nail Polish. Love the idea of it, but it's just so not practical. These stars are too thick. They ruin your clothes, your hair, and whatnot. Yes, so 2 declutters, bam. The other 2 declutters are mascaras, which I always declutter in November. And I'm thinking, because I don't love my new ones that I'm currently using, especially not happy with this one here. This is the Catrice Pure Volume Mascara, waterproof. It is so dry that even my son was like, what have you got on your face? Seeing those little black speckles. So I think I'm going to declutter this one very, very soon as well and go back to this waterproof mascara, which is like, I don't know, I recently went for my spreadsheet. I think it's like $2.49 and it's the Natural Collection waterproof mascara. I absolutely loved using this. So, so good. Very waterproof and still comes off easily and it doesn't flake or dry. Like, it's good. I'm going to declutter it because it has been 6 months, but technically this would still look better on my eyes than this brand new one. I mean, brand new, like I only opened it recently, so what is up with that? So yeah, that one's going. Will be repurchased, sure about it. And then this one is the Big Lash XL Volume Waterproof Mascara by Revolution. Not waterproof, but I still love it. If you don't expect waterproof from it, then this is a really good one. I think I would repurchase it just because I enjoyed wearing it. I enjoyed everything about it. Just the only fact is it's not waterproof. All right, so those declutters, with all of that in mind, already said, plus 5 points. And then I had 5 pans. Yes, so glad. Whoa. I've been doing a lot of focusing in on hitting pan now that it's the end of the year, and yeah, it's paying off. I've got 5 more to show you. Let's go for it. I don't remember the order in which I hit them in, but here is my Urban Decay Prince palette, and I hit pan in the shade The Artist right here. So that's cool. I think I showed that one to you last time. So yeah, that's a new pan there. And then also this interesting looking Revolution palette. This is so going in the bin very, very soon, or in the recycling, the makeup recycling bin. Yes. Revolution Reloaded Marvelous Mattes. I mean, the only ones that are really left is this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh yeah, and this is the peach shade. Remember I showed you my little Franken color corrector. That's what I used for that. Anyway, here is the pan, and it's a lot bigger than this one that I hit earlier this year. I think in Dick of Panning. It was a more rolling project pan, then I got sick of it, and then I wrote it back in for like graveyard project, Dick of Panning prompt. The pan. And I can now let go of this. Yes. Okay, another pan, and this is a bit hard to see. It is here in the shade Rubble. Yeah, I'm not sure you can see that because the pan is covered in this red sparkly rubble shade. Yeah, if it doesn't show up on camera, I'm gonna insert a picture, but yeah, that's another pan I hit. In fact, my most recent one. And then 2 more pans in this Revolution Forever Flawless Constellation palette here. I have hit pan in Venus right here, and then also in Saturn just above it. Yeah, really enjoyed wearing both of these shades. Not together, but I did enjoy wearing them a lot. Eventually, like they sort of annoyed me a bit over the year, but that's kind of what's cool about doing an eyeshadow padding project that lasts an entire year. And yes, we did do a refresh, Billy and I. But yeah, what's cool about it is that because you kind of have to hit your target at the end of the year, you will, and you absolutely will find ways of making that shade work for you. And yeah, I feel like that happened with Saturn. It was sort of like a love-hate relationship, and now I love it. Anyway, so each pan is plus 1 point back into my beauty bag balance. So now I'm finishing this update, or rather I'm walking into December at a balance of 10 points plus. So that's not terrible. However, I have ordered stuff in the Black Friday sale at Revolution of all places. So hefty. It will be hefty. I will for sure be in a minus balance in December. That's okay. In January, I'm going to get another 36 points for the entire year added to my balance. So yeah, I'm not sure in terms of this series whether I'm going to continue with monthly updates, because there's a lot to go through. Ideally I want to only be doing them quarterly, but let's put it that way. I'm going to be doing them quarterly starting in January, but if I ever feel inspired and have time to do them more often, then there might be some extra ones. But yeah, in any case, I'm going to check back in with you on this specific series this time next month, which will be 2023. So yes, until then, happy holidays and all the best for finishing 2022 and dancing into 23. So all the very best and take care. Bye bye.